Yeah, my pencil's broken. At this time, we'll call to order the City of Shamokin Council meeting, date November 13th, 2023. We will say the pledge to the flag and have a moment of silent prayer. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As we bow our heads, let us take this time to remember Corporal David Whitmer, who sacrificed and gave his life to keep others safe. Amen. Mr. Slavy, you have a quick announcement?
Yes, sir. For everyone's information, I will be
Resigning.
I'll be amending the agenda for this evening and publishing it, Mr. Greco, within 24 hours. Yes. Okay, for the purpose of adding an applicant to our street department, which is in dire need of help, Mr. David Cashner.
So a motion would be needed to amend the agenda
Correct.
tonight,
Okay, Mayor, we could do that right now, Mr.
Yes.
Greco.
only to amend it and the vote would come later.
Correct.
Okay, who's gonna make that? Can I have a motion for this, please?
Second.
Is there anything on the question? Do we want to vote now?
Yes, yes.
All right.
This is just on amending the
Right.
agenda.
Correct.
Can you,
Okay, Mrs. Moyer made the motion. Mrs. Lashinsky seconded.
Yes.
Okay, Councilman Milbrand,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lashinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
and Mayor Ulrich.
yes.
The motion carries unanimous. You can proceed, Mayor.
All right, at this time, Mr. Slavy, could we do roll call, please?
Councilman Milbrand.
Here.
Councilwoman Lashinsky,
Here.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Here.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Here.
Mayor Ulrich,
Here.
all present and accounted for.
Okay. Do we have anything under presentations?
No, sir.
Okay, acknowledgements,
No, sir.
bids,
No, sir.
course. Oh, wait, under acknowledgement, I, was asked by Mr. Clausy, he has to go back to work. He wanted to address us. So, Mr. Clausy, you have 3 minutes.
No, 3 minutes. I can't have it done in 3 minutes.
That's the policy.
Gonna have to stand up, cause,
Have a seat. If we had the podium here, you could.
I
stand
have
at
an
the podium.
issue, next to my property. And I'm gonna show this to each council person. Mrs. Moya, I'm gonna show you this before I speak.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, come on. Okay.
Before you get up.
Okay. This is a property, 2 property next to my building. Okay. Oh. This is right in the street. Any children can go in there and kill themselves.
Oh,
This is the permit. This is permit fee 118 and 2020, I mean, in 2018, that's a permit fee. So this permit has been in effect for, the permit fee is in November 6, 2017. So 17 is 6 years. Okay, this permit has been in effect, okay? So can I show this to the other council people? Okay, then I'm gonna show again, here's the permit date, 118. Okay. So my question is, I come to the city of Shamokin, I invest almost $1 million to build a building, and I have a trash 2 building next to. When I built the building. I went everything by the book. Mayor, you know, we had a second inspector to inspect my property, and I did everything by the book. And I wanna know how this,
Where, may I ask, okay, so I can follow?
it's a first street, one street, first
Behind
street,
where you just built,
right in the side,
okay,
okay?
Between
it's-
Walnut
it's-
and, between Walnut and Orange.
okay.
No, it's right next to, it's
Right, yeah, right.
one and a half a door, another, then it's the building, okay? And I think this is, I blame to the code enforcement office. I talked to him before, and nothing's getting done, okay? I understand that today you guys gonna promote him to be a fire chief. I don't think he should be a fire chief because I believe he's gonna work to be a code enforcement officer. And is he gonna be a fire chief? He's gonna spend all the time to be a fire chief. So he's not doing the job now. He's gonna do the job next year, or next week, or next month. Okay.
Could I ask a question? What did you say the date was of that?
18,
One-
17,
2018.
2018.
1/18, about year. The signature year is November 6, 2017. You see that?
All right.
Okay. So I don't know what's the role is in the city of Shamokin. Right next to my property, when I did the parking lot, okay, it was a grass 5 feet high. I clean all the fence, I clean all the grass, okay, I maintain my property spotless. Okay, and I want everybody else to abide by the rule.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. You've made your point here. I'll be glad to sit down with you, okay, or have someone bring me to your area when you're near at your place of business, so that I personally, and then I can deal with the subject, with the code officer, with the third-party inspector, with the solicitor if need be. I promise you.
The 30 city inspector said he should have been his job. He never got called before he got the permit. He don't know nothing about that property.
Okay, that permit apparently was issued, Mr. Fozzie, before this third-party inspector came on board. I would say, you're saying 2017 or
Yeah,
18?
2017.
Yes, sir.
But a permit it can be that long,
No,
for
sir.
6 years old?
No, sir. No, sir. I hear you. So if you'll afford me the opportunity to, I met with you before we got this.
And I, Mayor, I respect you, I respect everybody in here, okay?
So.
But hold on a minute, I respect everybody in here, okay? But we all gonna be, we elected, I was the kind of commission, I was elected, I did my job, okay? And I believe all you council people doing your job, but sometimes you gotta crack down and people that don't do their job and get rid of it. They get taxpayer money, that's not fair. Thank you, and I have no other thing to say.
Okay, can I contact you? You can
Yes,
contact
please,
me.
Mayor, whenever you want, you know me, call me and
Okay,
I meet you.
I'll be in touch with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor, thank you, everybody, thank you, council people, appreciate it.
Okay, now,
Okay, Mayor.
do we have any correspondence?
No, sir.
Okay, citizens' comments contingent upon business listed on the agenda.
I just got some real quick. Joe Lashinsky, 518 is fine. I'm gonna just ask the same thing, like repetitive of what I did a couple years ago before me and Rick got here. And totally your decision, but congratulations, Barry and Mike. It's kind of on that topic. Motions or agenda items 4 through 33. I just, again, like you probably heard this, those that were here prior to us getting here in late 21. That's a lot of items. I know that most of them are, just push through items, but I don't see anything on there in those items that are immediate to having to be done tonight. And I'm not trying to cut out the Brujas or Saber or any of those, but I mean, is that something that can possibly wait till January, till the new people come in? Just out of respect, because it was kind of like when me and Rick were elects and came, it was kind of like that following that meeting right after, the same thing, like everything, it looks to be like pushed through, whatever, for whatever. I'm not saying it's being pushed through, but there's a lot of things on there that are not, immediate need to, that would fall within that 30-day.
Well,
Span.
if I could just respond why there are some things like this. And why we're not waiting until, let's say, April or May. We get them in, I have faithfully moved them through
Right.
workshops into these type of public meetings, and I have always done that. If there is, and council can do what they want, they get to see this at the workshop, and unless there's objections to any one of them, Joe, it ends up at the next public meeting. Now, if you have, as a citizen, you have concerns in regards to certain ones, if council does not want this to go through this evening, they can take whatever action they want. I'll be glad to sit with you or anybody to review the event form, which we have here in
So
City
it's
Hall.
nothing about the events. I have no issue with the events at all. I think events, like I said, eventually they're probably gonna be passed through. I just thought, like with new people coming in to kind of get them, because all this stuff's gonna be done already by the time they get there.
Because based on 2023, every meeting, there were a number of requests. If you go back and you look at the minutes here in City Hall, you'll see every meeting, there are event forms coming through.
Can I say something?
Yeah, we did.
I would think like a lot of these events that are on here that are getting pushed through right now, such as Music in the Park, they need to secure their bands.
Okay.
So I
That's the
think
thing.
that's
A
why,
band needs to be booked, because they're looking for other jobs, and so I would ask council, regardless of what you decide to do on the other issues, I'm in agreement with you there. He really needs to book or he's going to lose those acts, because they'll
Yeah, I
take
wasn't
other
trying to put
jobs.
anything off like that. I didn't. That's just, well, I did that 2 years ago too, before we got here.
I mean, it's council decision. Okay, Mayor.
All right, request a motion to accept the minutes of the City of Shamokin Council meeting October 9th, 2023, regular council meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Krasinski,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
and Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
All right, directors' reports, accounts and finance.
You missed the bills.
Oh, thank you. All right, the bills, a motion to approve the bills from October 2023 is listed on the bill list.
I'll make a motion.
We have
Oh,
a
I'll
second.
second it. I'm sorry.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lichinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
and Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Okay, now directors' reports, accounts and finance.
I have the treasurer's report for the month of October 2023. General fund balance, $367,618.88. Total liquid fuels balance, $195,461.14. Total library balance, $159,850.48. Total sinking fund number 1 debt service balance, $203,494.93. Total recreation number 2, total sinking fund number 2 recreation balance, $376,580.75. Total street lighting balance, $10,042.55. Total American Legion balance, $175.19. Total neighborhood mitigation fund balance, $47,816.27. Total code department credit card balance, $11,414.50. Total police department credit card balance, $6,067.01. for a total balance in all accounts, $1,378,521.70, submitted by the city treasurer Brenda Scandal. And that is all I have, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Parks and public buildings,
Nothing right now.
all right. Streets and public or improvements?
The only thing I have is street sweeper is winding down by the end of the month, first week of December. He is out, the streets are out doing the leaves. And they're also decorating for the holidays already. They're gonna start taking the flags down on Market Street. Just a little bit of everything that's going on in the city right now.
I have a question. I don't even know if you know the answer, but maybe somebody here does. Do they clean the street if there's leaves in the gutter? Because I don't.
He said they were just started to actually be out
Yeah,
doing that.
I think it kind of
I can find
overlaps, but I don't think they do, because I think it blocks the machine. We can try to keep them out of the gutter, but I'd be out there 24/7.
Yeah.
Just curious about that.
All right, public safety.
From the fire, from the fire department, for the month of October, we had 5 fire calls and 15, I'm sorry, let me go back there. 5 service calls, 15 fire calls, 14 fire alarms, and I've yet to figure out what the difference between those two are. 3 hazardous conditions calls, 4 rescue emergency calls, 1 special incident, for a total of 42 calls for the month of October. From the code office, the collected revenues were $300 for rent revenue, $920 of parking permit revenue, and $3,380 in the miscellaneous other permit revenue. We had 75 cents for the miscellaneous copier expense, or revenue, I'm sorry. Brought the total revenues from the code office to $4,600.75. Code officer addressed 89 complaints. He sent out 30 notices of violation, wrote 29 citations, completed 8 landlord inspections, posted 6 properties unfit, and attended 5 fire calls, and gave out 13 warnings. That's all I have. That's all I have at this time.
All right, thank you. Controller,
Mayor and council, all the accounts have been reconciled and the balances are all correct as of November 1st.
okay, thank you. CEDACOG,
I don't have anything for the agenda this evening, so
all right.
thank you, Mayor.
I do have for the agenda, Mayor. First of all, just to give you some highlights of what I've been working on this past month. We were successful with the grants to be able to bring a downtown manager. Right now, we're working on the contracts, and also there'll be service agreements. So I'm taking care of all the legal, and then we'll put it out for to advertise to get a downtown manager.
Oh, cool, I feel, do that before?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It goes to you before it goes to the city. Absolutely. Okay, so for the volunteer park and the footbridge feasibility study, DCNR, we will get the contract for that in January. So that's kind of on hold till January. And that's something that I'll be working on with Councilwoman Moyer. Working with Kenny Pilkis and the fire company here to put in a local share account for $882,000 and $835 for a pumper. And that is on your agenda tonight for the local share account permission for us to apply. We also just put in yesterday, actually, for an EPA coalition grant for $1.5 million. CEDACOG's the applicant for that. But we did identify Shamokin as one of our target areas. Sorry. The Safe Streets for All grant, that's a planning grant. That's for safety on your streets. We were successful with that, and that's kicking off this month. And that's $200,000. We do have a new round of Shamokin facade grants. So I believe that's through the RDA, correct? Thank you,
Yes.
Sarah. Okay, let's see. We have a $1 million EPA revolving loan fund at CEDACOG. That is for remediation of environmental contaminants. Right now, we have an outstanding $500,000 grant application to Senator Bob Casey and a $500,000 grant to Senator Fetterman's offices. That's for fiscal year 2024. So if we are successful with that, that won't be for another at least year and a half, 2 years. That's just the way it works. Independence Street downtown makeover. There is action tonight for a document that PennDOT needs done. Right now, we are working through all the PennDOT requirements. The way it works is that was a $2.675 million appropriation from Congressman Muser. PennDOT is the one who actually implements it, so we have to take everything through them. We also applied for a $2 million CFA multimodal grant, and we do not know if we're successful with that. That's also for the downtown area. And then we have an H&H study, which proved that was the hydrologic and hydraulic study to combat the FEMA remapping. And we're actually in the appeal period right now. So CEDACOG is working on your behalf with that. Something else that's for action tonight is a date for the environmental group here they're putting on different workshops throughout the year. And the first one, what they have proposed is December 2nd at 11 o'clock or 12. And they want to have it at the municipal parking lot. And Mama T's Homestead is who comes in, and it's a bus. And I have flyers here if anybody wants. So that's a request that has been made. And the other request is because the bus will be here, is there any way we can make sure that that area is blocked off so the bus can get in and out and nobody will get hit because there'll be little kids. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm also working with Chief Psycho for some police grants. And I think that's it.
All right, well, thank you.
You went over 3 minutes.
What's that?
You went over 3 minutes.
Oh, I don't think I did. I was watching the clock. But I get a pass when I'm bringing in millions of dollars.
I got you right.
Okay, Chief Psycho.
Yeah.
For the month of October, the department filed 3 juvenile petitions, 36 criminal complaints, 10 non-traffic citations, 9 traffic citations, 279 parking tickets, 17 parking citations, 287 sweeper tickets, 6 code tickets for a total of 1,506 calls and 4,431 miles patrolled. Also, just for council and mayor, we hosted a class through the DOI enforcement, and all officers are now certified in ARIDE, which is Advanced Roadside Impaired Driving. So all the officers are now certified to administer those tests. We just had to wait the year until they had a year under their belt. So everybody is certified. We're planning on some more classes at the department as well, through the DUI Association, some other places.
All right, thank you. Okay, under new business, can I get a motion to accept items 1 through 34?
So moved, Mayor.
Can I get a second?
I will second the motion to approve items 1 through 34 as listed on the agenda.
Thank you. Is there anything on the question? All right, Mr. Slavy?
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lashinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Warrior,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously.
All right. A motion to approve resolution number 23-08 for the local share account grant in the amount of $882,835 for the city of Shamokin from the Commonwealth Financing Authority to be used for an engine fire pumper purchase.
Now, this is just for permission to apply for the grant. Is that not right, Betsy?
Yes, sir.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Okay, this is just to apply for the grant, okay.
And there's no match, it's just $100 application fee.
So moved.
Second.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lichinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis.
Yes.
Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously.
All right, a motion to ratify the hiring of Brian Annis effective October 30th, 2023, full-time street department employee with all benefits per the contract between AFSCME and City of Shamokin.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Anything on the question?
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lichinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Abstain.
Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The yeas have it, 4-1 abstention.
Oh, what do we have next?
Now, next with that,
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
ask for a motion for the ratification.
Ratification of the hiring of
David Cashner.
David Cashner as a full-time.
Yes, sir. Full-time street department employee with all benefits per contract between AFSCME and the city of Shamokin.
All right.
And that is effective today.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Anything on the question?
Mr. Milburn,
Yes.
Mrs. Lichinsky,
Yes.
Mrs. Moyer,
Yes.
Mrs. Ennis,
Yes.
Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The motion carries, 5 yeas.
I don't know, what should we do about this next one? Request a motion to accept the resignation of Eamon Cameron effective December 29th, 2023.
No.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it reluctantly and
Yes.
regretfully, but supportively.
All right, anything on the question? Eamon, don't go.
I second that, Mayor.
Councilman Milburn,
Yes, and wish the assistant, good luck in her future ventures.
Councilwoman Lichinsky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
Mayor Ulrich.
I'm drinking. Yes.
The motion carries to accept the resignation, 5 yeas.
All right, request a motion to accept the recommendation of Shamokin Fire Bureau to appoint Bruce Rogers to the open battalion chief position effective immediately.
Mayor, as Director of Public Safety, and nothing against Bruce Rogers personally, but I think we were to have some time to discuss this. This is something, I hadn't even seen the correspondence for the fire department.
Right.
And I think this was put on here. I don't know how it got put on here, but I think we need to have discussion amongst council to approve this. We don't even discuss this with council.
Didn't you bring up about tabling it?
I did not I'm bringing that up right now
Well, at the workshop.
until I did at the workshop.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know how this appeared on here. I didn't even know the letter was sent, and again, it's nothing against Bruce. I have absolutely no qualms there, but I think there needs to be a little discussion on this, and this is the way.
So there's a motion by Councilman Milburn to table the subject for the time being.
Correct.
Mr. Griffin, do you need a second to do that?
Yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Anything on the question?
And Mr. Greco, do I need to take a vote on
Yes.
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lasinski,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
and Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
That motion carries 5 yeas.
Okay, do we have anything under unfinished business? Boards and
No, sir, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't answer you right away.
Boards and committees?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Greco, solicitors report.
I have resolution 23-09 to authorize the mayor and the city administrator to sign the agreement with PennDOT for electronic access to the PennDOT system. This is in accordance with the grant as outlined by Betsy a few moments ago for the Independence Street project.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Anything on the question? Mr.
Councilman Milburn,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lasinski,
Yes.
Councilwoman Moyer,
Yes.
Councilwoman Ennis,
Yes.
Mayor Ulrich.
Yes.
The motion carries 5 yeas.
I have nothing further.
Okay, thank you. How about citizens' comments? Do we have any? No? I said from, oh, boy.
I just wanna follow up from last month. Does anybody from the council heard anything from Andy Twigger about any of his buildings or what he plans on doing or? And I guess I'm not trying to pile on here, but has there been anything issued as far as Andy Twigger, as far as any of those 3 buildings? The reason I'm asking, I'm just saying, like, we have the mayor's blight task force that's coming up Wednesday, another meeting. I'm privy to that list through Mike McLaughlin of the properties that are on that list. And all 3 of those buildings, 2 of them being red X's, the K and B and the coal hole, are on that building. All 3 of those he's had for 5 years. And he's made minimal effort. They're not secure. And I know, throughout, and I've spoken with Mr. Gemvick about issues about, and code has been active up at his office. So it's, the wheels are turning, but just as far as like Andy Twigger, he came here and put the whole city on hold, for 5 years and, with these major projects. And no offense, I'm sitting next to a guy that in 6 months built a $800,000 building. And this guy's 5 years on 3 properties, and I don't think he's communicated very well with the city. And I know it shouldn't be up to the city to reach out and say, hey, he should have, and I think the answer with COVID is unacceptable anymore. They're building hotels and Dollar Generals all over the nation. So and they're building new restaurants, so hospitality isn't, but we got those buildings there. If he's out of money or whatever his situation may be, or you can't do it, then I've seen people comment. I made a post on Facebook, reached a lot of people, and there's people on there comment that they would be interested in buying the building. If he's not set to 2 of the buildings, the Joneses building and the K and B is way too far along, half the building's missing. I knew the neighbors that lived on the Sunbury Street side of that property, good people, the Moyers, left town because of the animals going in and out of the property and things like that. It's I think the guy flashed a lot of money here, a lot of promise to the city, and I think that he's got it. So I think the city should make him put his money where his mouth is. If he's gonna do it, do it. If not, start signing. We're in a place where we need money.
It's okay with you. What I would suggest as a city administrator is I set up a meeting with the chief of police and the solicitor to discuss how we move forward with it. And we'll do that as soon as possible.
And he is still active on the EDA, right?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, sir.
And then the only last thing I want to ask is, if maybe if you have time, or Rick, somebody could get me the open seats that are coming up with the boards and committees for the new year. I know that's usually the thing with the reorganization. I'm getting kind of bored now. I want to. Yeah,
Okay.
I have it somewhere at the house, but it's buried probably in a lot of paperwork.
Some time ago, but new one.
Yeah, so I was just interested in
Okay.
looking at what's available and
But I'll
see if
get
I can be of
together
any assistance
Okay.
in
with
anything.
Mr. Greco and the chief of police and the code officer in regards to those two properties.
Okay.
I know, it was so quick. I wanna put some on the record, I'm allowed to speak.
Mhm.
Serious input, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'd like to put some on the record tonight to all the council people. When I bought the property on First Street and Second Street, that was a property who was paid by grants to take the building down. And under the federal law and state law, when they take a building down with the grants, the basement, it should be full, bust to absorb water. And the basement, it should not be filled in with wood. They should be filled in with fresh soil. When I did my building, it was all wood there. I had to remove everything out of there, and everybody know in the city what I did. I had to bring the fresh soil. It cost me $40,000. Now I can file complaint with the federal government and the state. You guys are gonna reimburse for them building. I'm not gonna do that. We go back to and I don't know who was the code enforcement officer at that time. Whoever was, he didn't do his job. I'm saying you guys take it very, very serious when they do stuff like that. Take it very, very serious. The code enforcement officer does his job. Because later on, you guys can get in trouble. Okay, I want in the record, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any announcements?
Yes, Mayor, just for your information as well as the board members of council and the solicitor, with the month of December coming, each year, and I have been doing this now, I think for 9 or 10, is a busy month. And it's going to start, and you'll receive copies of what I put in the newspaper and how we advertise it every year. For example, on the 4th of December, there will be a special council meeting. On December 6th will be the city's regular workshop meeting. On December 11th will be the regular council meeting. And on December 27th, there'll be a meeting at 12 noon, which is a special council meeting that has to do with the budget and wrapping up 2023. So I'm just giving you a heads up, if you can mark your calendar.
Would you give us a list of those?
I can copy this calendar and I'll put it in your mailboxes tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay?
Bob, on the 4th, what time is that meeting?
On the 4th, that meeting is probably going to be at 5 o'clock. And then the regular workshop is your normal 6.
Right.
And that regular council meeting on the 11th is 6. And the one on the 27th will be like it was last year and the previous year, 12 noon.
And then also Monday, the 4th, the RDA is meeting here too, right? Right after your meeting.
I don't know that, so.
Okay. Just they're scheduled too. Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. So that's it, Mayor.
Okay, and I have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved. Second.
Anything on the questions?
Everybody down the street.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Same here.
No.
20 minutes to spare.